Perfect.
Being able to come in for some reason.
Ah, okay. Well, now you're in. I was just telling people I was inspired to do this today, earlier to kind of just, okay, let's do an event. And then later on, you told me it was a full moon. And so
Yeah.
it's perfect timing, for everything. And the energies are very powerful today. All day I've been having lots of downloads, and I had to cancel a few of my sessions that I had before. I had a few sessions before today. I had to cancel them because there was a lot of energy coming through, and I was like, okay, I gotta go into my meditative form.
It's
And
funny because I also had some sessions today and they got postponed and canceled because there was misunderstanding. So I just went into a meditative state as well and just lay there in my bed and felt that powerful energy coming through of the super full moon today, the biggest moon of the whole year.
mhm.
It's
Biggest
also
moon,
called,
so it
yeah,
means
also
it's
called the pink moon because of springtime and all the flowers blossom all over, and it's considered to be the biggest moon and the most beautiful, brightest of them all. I don't
gotcha.
know if I'm going to physically be able to see it tonight. It's been raining here. There's huge winds also going on. Like a couple of times during the day, I have to stop and just like
Look around.
see
So, what
the
does the full
powerful
moon
wind.
represent to us? What is the full moon actually representing to the people astrologically? What is it, inspiring us to do?
Well, it's inspiring as always to go within to that space, especially now taking a break from our jobs, from our normal day to day. We're able to witness how we are feeling. Few weeks have passed since everything that has started to shift, and now we are able like to pat ourselves in the back and say, okay, I'm doing this. I've been able to go past all challenges. And I think it's a beautiful time to water yourself, to go within and to start blossoming this true self, because no longer we're attached to what we have to do, where we have to go, who we have to see. We're by ourselves, we're in our company, we're with family, we're safe. And it's an excellent time to really use all these weeks and start connecting to the greatness within, reconnecting to that truth, to that inner wisdom, and to see yourself blossom like the beautiful flowers blossoming in spring, connecting to that creative side. Many of the people are wondering what's going to be after this shift, if they're going to go back to their jobs, if they're going to go back to school, or
Great. So I think people will have questions. So if you guys have questions down there, start throwing them out now. As we're gonna just to let everybody know, we're gonna go through a little meditation, right? And Catalina is gonna guide you guys through a little meditation, and then we're gonna go into the channeling side, and you guys will be able to ask the questions or whatever. I think they already had questions, so people prepared with the questions, so they'll be able to throw them out there, which is great. I think some people already throwing some questions out there, and I think there was like a paragraph over there.
okay, I'll go back to the questions once we start channeling, and yes, I can
How do you
guide
want to
them
do it?
through the meditation. Do you want me to guide them, or do you want to guide them?
No, you can guide them, and then and I will go with your flow, and it'll be perfect for me as well.
Okay.
Okay, love.
Okay.
So I
So
think pretty much. Mhm.
let's start by settling down.
Okay.
Get yourself into a comfortable position. This compass 946 NH disconnected. My music. Should I turn it off?
Yeah. I'm sure it's
Okay.
pretty soothing as well for people.
Okay, let's take a deep breath in together, synchronizing our energy, synchronizing our breath. Deep breath in. as we breathe out, we're letting go of everything that no longer serves us. Inhaling the present moment, inhaling the beauty, coming from our hearts. Feel the space within your essence and connect to your beautiful heart. Connect to your heart center. And as you inhale through the nose, imagine you're filling your heart with love. And imagine that love is spreading all over through your body. With each breath, feel the love in your heart expanding outward to feel the space around you. Take a deep breath in, connecting to that state, being grateful for the past weeks, and celebrate the progress made, all the challenges we have met. We have to recognize our spiritual growth, our personal growth. Relax and take a deep breath in. And repeat in your mind, you are strength, you are wisdom, you are light and love. And this super full moon brings you the opportunity to review your current beliefs, your mindset, to reflect on what is important in your life, what is true to your essence. It is time to make a deeper compassion for yourself, for others, and for the planet, and consider if there's a simpler existence calling you to be more true to who you are, connecting with your creative side, with the blossoming happening within you. Take a deep breath in and repeat in your mind, may I be happy, may I be peaceful, may I be filled with love and kindness. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Repeat in your mind, may I walk in peace and allow myself to connect to that power within, to that greatness, to that inner knowing, to that perfection, to our higher self consciousness, connecting to the super full moon. Visualize that beautiful light coming down from the moon, down in a column of light, connecting to the top of your head. Visualize this beautiful white light coming down your face, your throat, your chest, anchoring at your heart. Allow that beautiful white energy to transform every cell in your body, to bring your awareness and your energy to the present moment, to the gift of now. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out, bringing awareness to Mother Earth, connecting to the power of the Mother, beauty to her abundance, thanking her for being our home, for taking care of us. So we take care of each other. We're able to take care of the ones we love. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, coming back to this moment. We'll begin channeling of the higher consciousness.
Please remain in that same position, completely relaxed. We would like for you to invite your guides and invite your higher self and the soul that you are. This is a time, the merging and understanding between dimensions and realities where you are becoming one with your soul and spirit. There is no longer separation, oneness within your homes, oneness within yourselves, oneness within the world. We would like for you all to understand that at this time right now, your heart centers in the back are being all activated and realigned with the beliefs that no longer serve. These channels of your heart are being opened, reconstructed, and new geometries of light are coming into this earth. As you take a deep breath in, allowing the tetrahedron within the light to come into your body, and breathe it out. Creating the space between spaces within your mind, within your space of your heart, and all realities that you are existing in. Whenever you are ready, we may proceed. As you guys are aware of these energies that are coming through, you might be feeling disturbed at points, sleepless, shakeable, but yet excited and happy. These are all waves of energies that you've been experiencing for the past few weeks, which they will continue and carry on. The world overall has created a big shift and chose a direction of where, as a collective consciousness, you are headed. Now that you guys have chosen a direction, now each individual has to begin the work into a deeper of the soul level. You will start connecting to different energy structures, different consciousnesses within yourselves. You will start experiencing different dimensions of realities, feeling things beyond your physical. You're stepping into a reality where your emotional body will become more sensitive, where you are becoming more expanded, more aware beyond your physical reality. These times that you are experiencing right now will take place in the next 3 to 8 years of expansion, where the next generation of children will be completely immersed in it and will be completely in tune with themselves and the surrounding families within their society. At this point right now, what you call the moon energy is very close to the earth, allowing your emotions to be more escalated. So you might have deeper dreams or disturbances or deep wounds that are within your memories. You have to also understand that wounds that you talk about, they are memories stored within yourself. Become memoryless, you will have less to do. So at this point, we would like also for you to recognize emptiness is the state of the consciousness. Your physical mind creates these patterns, these dimensions of it. So the more breath you take, the more easier it becomes in your everyday life. We are very happy and proud and excited that you guys are stepping into this direction. We would like for you to feel that goddess, God, self energy from above, from within, expanding out, because that is who you truly are. You came here to transform. You came here to create. You came here to be the most joyful, exciting experience on our planet now. This planet has been waiting for this moment for quite some time. She is blossoming and expanding and becoming part of the collective universal light as you will start to understand that you are not alone and that there are more than your physical reality to your life. Do you have any
First,
inquiries for us?
first question. Is this a reset akin to the 3 days of darkness, but on a different timeline? As in, will that still happen at some point, or does this event replace that event entirely?
See, the more you get caught up in what you call your energies of fear, the more you are likely to create them to happen. We have to understand the structure of energetics. If you're believing it and you're thinking of it, you're actually creating that vibration to happen. So choose the thoughts. You are becoming conscious. This is the time where all these little things will start coming into you, into your reality. You'll start to understand that you are calling them in. So start changing. Every single one of you has a humongous effect on this reality. By thinking in a positive way, by thinking and taking the direction towards that, you are actually creating the reality. So the more of you start thinking that this will occur, most likely it will. So the more of you start thinking that it is the different reality where you will be having more joy and excitement, spending time with your families, those are actually experiencing. So when you are at home, spending time with your families, and you see yourself having a good time, then that's what's going to happen. You're becoming to a point where you speak, you think, you create. The time of constructions that have been limiting are no longer are around. They're breaking down. Now, not that they're around, you will be able to sense them, recognize them. The more you recognize them, the more you will be able to choose what you want to experience. So we would suggest for you to bring in more light, allowing yourself to expand, opening up your crown, and seeing the higher probabilities of excitement and joy in your life.
I can feel the right side of my head getting hot, and I can feel the ascended masters with me. What can I do to travel to their dimension?
That is exactly what's happening. You're merging dimensions, you're merging realities. There is no travel to their dimension, it is allowing that dimension to come through. You are a fractal consciousness amongst the greater picture. So allow that fractal consciousness to come through to you. The less you push, the more it will flow through you. Resistance that is you're feeling is you're actually pushing against it. So surrender to it. Bring it all in. Absorb it in, because that is aspects of your own self that is coming through, and a certain belief system that you are having that's pushing it against and saying that I need to go somewhere instead of being here.
Is there any energy connection to tonight's moon?
Yes, the energies are more amplified as the moon is closer to the earth, allows the emotions, the waters in your planet to be much more closer to the surface, creating the same patterns for yourselves. And the emotional buildup that's been happening for the past few days is the result of all of this transformation. This is why all those that are in tune and connected to the higher selves and the consciousness around them are more sensitive. We're gathered together to create and to choose a more brighter, clearer, joyful, and exciting future.
there any more questions out there?
Do you have any questions for us?
Yes.
Please carry on.
How do we surrender to anxiety, to distress, to unbalancing emotions that are draining the energy?
Yes, that's a very good question. Thank you for asking. So the question that you're relying to has to do a lot with your mind. Because your mind is directing energy constantly, you're directing the energy that is not aligned with your higher self. So what we suggest is redirecting your energy. Your anxiety is actually excitement. You're very excited at what's about to happen. And because you don't know, your template of belief system transforms it into anxiety. So what we'd like for you to do is take a moment, breathe in, and see how this will be able to be a positive change for you instead of a fearful not knowing the future. Now, you also have a energetic construct that is created within your templates of belief systems that things that are going to happen, you need to know. The whole purpose of being in the moment is being in this moment. It's irrelevant what your future is or your past, because this moment right now will create your path. But being in the moment will create a balance. What a lot of people are not understanding is that they're thinking they're controlling this world, they're controlling their reality. The more you try to control, the more fearful you become, because you're not allowing the template of information to flow from your higher self into this physical vessel. So as you are sitting, breathing in, creating the space between your mind and your world. When you find that peacefulness, you'll start receiving the answers that you are seeking without even seeking. Does that answer your question?
It does.
Thank
You.
you.
How do we protect our homes from 5G?
What we suggest is for you to stay illuminated. When the more energy you shine from your heart, the brighter your vibration becomes. All those aspects that you have created in the physical reality will start changing shape and form, because all it is vibration that is being emanated from it. So we suggest for you guys to stay in your hearts, be a positive, and see how this will serve you in a positive way as well. When 4G was coming out, it was the same feeling, and with time, things started to shift. We understand that these rays have an effect because you're allowing them to have an effect. It's the same thing eating something rotten, but yet if you believe it is a positive thing, it will become a positive thing within your physical vibration. So at this point right now, we would like for you to continuously expand your energy fields. Meditation, stilling the mind as you practice these practices, staying in your joyfulness, dancing, playing games, exercises, these things that keep you busy and allow your vitality within your physical body to expand. Those energies within your, what you call belly, within your heart, within your mind, as they start to radiate higher and higher, all these things that are around you will become obsolete.
What to do to facilitate ascension? What do we do to facilitate ascension?
Ascension is a transformational process within your own self. Ascension is a thing where you are actually changing your belief systems and allowing yourself to become much lighter, where you become light body. You're letting go of all the heavy thoughts and beliefs that you have created in this lifetime, which will allows your emotional body to flow more. As we mentioned, this is a time where human beings will become more sensitive to energy and become energetic beings. As you step into this vibration, you start to feel and sense different dimensions. And that is the process of ascension. There's different meanings and understanding according to each individual of what ascension is. to us is illumination, allowing yourself to merge between dimensions and realities and understand that you are all of them. You are the source, you are the light.
How can we help during this time to make it shorter?
By going deeper within. This is what's happening. Isolation. You're being isolated. You have to understand how consciousness works. When consciousness is isolated, it naturally heals and transforms itself. It's natural energy vortices that constantly rotate at a speed of light. When there's no interferences from your mind, from your everyday environments, these things happen naturally. Natural healing takes place. Just like you cut your finger, within weeks, days, your finger naturally heals itself. Yes? So, when that happens, same thing happens with your consciousness. This is why this has had to happen in your world. And within a few weeks, months, you'll start seeing the cleansiness of the world, which you call the global warming, will start shifting. The earth is cleansing herself. She was very tired of all this energies through it. So this gives you an opportunity to cleanse yourself and to transform yourself. Use this time wisely. It is very important to do as much work as possible during this time period, as this will allow you to take forward steps in your life, in your future, in your reality of what you truly want to experience, because you are now becoming the creator of your reality. You are literally becoming the creators. Everything you think, everything you say will start coming into reality, because the expansion of your consciousness is here, is now. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. This is the moment you've all been begging for. This is the moment that you prayed for, and now it is here and it's aligned with you. Step into it and act upon it.
So our thoughts create our reality?
Correct. Your thoughts are actions in 5D reality. Your 5D reality is merging with your 3D reality, and now that whatever you think of becomes that. If you think of positive things, then you're attracting that reality to you.
How can I assist my physical body to hold more light?
Movement and action. Your physical body needs action and movement. So, yoga, tai chi, dancing, anything that brings you excitement and joy will be great. If you like to standing on your head, that'll be great as well. If you like swimming, that'll be even better. So, all those physical activities your physical body needs to allow the electrons within your physical body to rotate at a speed of light. When the electrons rotate at a speed of light within your physical body, within your blood cells, you'll start matching the vibration of your consciousness. You'll start feeling the expansion. It's easier for you to expand into your true self, into your true nature. We also recommend going into nature, spending time within the nature itself, the trees, the forests, the animals. These are very powerful energies that allow you to transform and heal and align yourself. Also connecting deeper with the earth and allowing to synchronize your heartbeat with the heartbeat of Gaia.
Do you think this time, the situation we're in, has something to do with Easter, with the Passion of Christ?
Of course. Look at all these holidays that you have on earth. This is a time of planting a seed. You have planted a seed now, and you will collect the fruit later. Enjoy the time. This is why we mentioned this several times. It's important to take this time and plant and build, create your foundation.
Who is Igor channeling, and why does he have his eyes closed?
He's channeling the higher consciousness of the collective consciousness that is coming through this world, which you might start calling the Christ consciousness.
How many more months are we going to be sheltered?
All depends on you, and all depends how quickly you allow yourself to take this into transformation. Now, this will take a few months, but it is all beneficial. So enjoy the moments, take the time, love yourselves, love your families. If you want to help the world, this is where it begins. We bring you in into your own circle so you can love and enjoy your circle, and then that circle starts to expand and the world becomes a family as well. So as these things happen, then you'll start to understand that you are not alone in this universe and everybody's always looking up into the sky. And then we'll be able to show ourselves and meet your soul families.
Why are families separated?
Can you please repeat the question?
Families being separated right now. I'm thinking like doctors cannot be with their children because they have to go and work. Why are being families separated?
Each individual being has its own journey. Each individual being has its own experience that they want to play out in this world. So they're playing that out. Just because on the physical reality it might not seem fair to you, but on the higher realms, this is what they have chosen. This is how they feel that they can assist and give to the world. Each being has its own way of contributing to the world. Each cell has its own vibration and frequency, even though it might not seem physically settling to you, but this is the higher consciousness expression.
We have a question on how can I know if he is the one? Maybe talking about his
He is
partner.
always the one. What are you referring to?
Partner, lover. How to know if you are with the right person.
Do you feel love? Do you feel gratitude? Appreciation? To yourself. It is not about the other person. It is about your true self first. This is first comes in from within your heart. Do you need somebody to tell you how lovable you are? Do you need somebody to guide you to say that you are loved? But before that, you must know that you are loved within your own self. It all comes down within your own heart. The question that was arised, we'd like for you to expand your heart energies above your shoulders at this area. Whoever question that was. They are fear-based beliefs that this could be wrong or this is not the right person. So opening up these energies here, breathing into them, activating that energy there will allow you to have more confidence within yourself. When you're more confident within yourself, you'll be able to sense and understand that, yes, this is what I choose to experience.
When will our chakras enlighten at the same time?
They already are. It is your endocrine system. What is your chakra system? It is your physical body. It is the map of your soul. Illuminate it, activate it, brighten it. Take the moment to expand within it. Know your universe. Remember, your beliefs, your thoughts is what makes it real. You truly, truly have to believe in it. You have to know it from the depth of your heart, the depth of your mind, that it is that. And when you truly know that, then you will understand and see that your chakras are already illuminated. Is there more inquiries for us for tonight?
No, we don't have any more questions.
Thank you for allowing us to share this with you. We are very excited to share this with you, and we wish you a joyful journey as you are stepping into a reality. The door you have passed through the door path where your new life is just beginning. Now, we do have some to say about certain children. These children will start coming in as new beings new beings that will be able to communicate between realms and realities and worlds. They will be the integrative process of multidimensional existence. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. How was it?
It was good. Lots of valuable information. I hope you can save this so I can watch it again. Many people maybe
I
want to.
have different cameras playing because I couldn't save it last time. I need to set everything up, but doing all these
Yeah,
events every day, like doing all the healings, I've been very busy with all that stuff, so I haven't been doing
it's
it.
awesome. You let it flow through you, and it's amazing what we
Thank
receive.
you, Bobby.
Thank you so much for being that channel. And for people that don't understand what's going on, can you explain a little bit?
Yes, channeling is basically stepping into a higher consciousness. So the more you allow your mind to be flexible, the more you let go of all beliefs, all the patterns, um, energy starts to float naturally. So you basically your mind becomes so flexible that the higher consciousness starts to come through, and the higher consciousness is what Jesus realized, what Buddha realized, and these energies start to come through and give answers from the higher perspective. Thank you. From the higher perspective, instead of the perspective of our mind, which created all these limitations and certain way of thinking, So Igor, has a certain way of thinking, like, in certain ways. So when I start doing work, I have a certain way of thinking about work or business or my family. But the higher consciousness sees everything from more crystallized point of view. So it's when we talk about crystallized, what is crystallization? Crystallization is basically a pattern of lights that go through a crystal. So when you have a light comes in through a crystal, it shines out all these rainbows, and it's basically multidimensional. It's an 8-dimensional aspect of energy that starts to come in. So when you have a question, it observes it all from all dimensions, and through my template of belief, it starts to come out. So that belief system within myself, I've been working on this for many years. It's like, it's like never stops. It always keeps going. And, we've been together for how long? You've noticed that it never stops. It's constantly, you're expanding yourself and expanding. And actually, what's happening right now during this moment, the more you sit with yourself, the more it's easier to become to let go of all the beliefs that we have created in our life, because that's what naturally happens. And in the past, I went away into dark room meditations to be secluded from the world for 5 days or 6 days, and I've done 40 days sitting with the monks up in the mountains just by myself, and that is very powerful. When you come back, you are just a beacon of light, and you do everything is just pure bliss joy. Everything, even eating an apple is just feeling every essence of it, feeling how it goes inside your body. You're in tune with it, how it becomes part of you. Everything that we do becomes part of us. So take a look at our physical body. We eat something and becomes us. It absorbs it in. And that's what's happening with the collective consciousness of the earth. She's cleansing herself right now. So we are doing the same thing right now. In the next month or so, I'm sure we will see like the most clearest skies and be able to see the most beautiful stars, because we never thought that we were able to see that. People never thought that they'll have a beautiful, clean earth at this point. And And I think just this month or two will be amazing to see what happens to this world. And what are we going to do afterwards? What is your life going to be then? Are you going to go back to your old ways? Even if you do, you will not want to do that because you
No.
have experienced freedom. And right now, we don't even understand that we're experiencing freedom. You know, they say once you lose it, then you kind of start to regret it. So once this passes, people will be like, oh my God, I want to go back home. You know, at first you thought, oh, my kids are irritating, my husband is this, my family is that. And then you'd be like, oh my God, this is so great. When we start to interact with people, you will feel your energies so much deeper. It is the same thing coming out of a dark room. And when you step out into the world, you become so extra sensitive that you start to feel everything and everyone around you at a deeper level. So, reset to a new normal. Exactly, Sherry. So.